Today we're doing a multi-site shelter stand-up test drill. American Red Cross has been working very hard in this region in the last 9 to 12 months with new flood risk and with other hazards going on to build up a new clientele of volunteers to help out and pitch in. And so today at two different sites, one in Renton and one in Federal Way, we're actually giving those new volunteers an opportunity to test their skills and set up a shelter, establish it, bring clients in to register them and move them through to give them some practice prior to our flood season or an earthquake occurring or any other incident. Red Cross is the primary lead on this. Obviously, King County government is working. The King County Medical Reserve Corps through Public Health is here as well. And then our partner, Southern Baptist, is actually doing the feeding capability. They have a site set up near here that they're going to be preparing meals, and they'll be transporting those to the shelter sites to test their capability to move food around the region as well. As with the whole exercise project for Sound Shake, one of our key goals is partnership, coordination, and multi-agencies working together. And I think today gives us another opportunity to test that.
Yeah, I'm Jim Parrish. I'm the Disaster Relief Director for the Puget Sound Baptist Association, which is a part of the Northwest Baptist Convention. We're doing about, I think, a little bit over 400 meals. And, of course, we're feeding ourselves, too. We eat whatever we cook. So if they're complaining, we have to eat it, too. Well, actually, that's our call, is to meet people's needs, And if we love people, then we should be there to show our love. And so that's why we're actually doing this, because we're supposed to love our neighbor and take care of them. And what's the best time to take care of them is when there's a need.
The timing of this drill is really good because for a good share of the last year or so with the threat of the Green River flooding, we recruited a lot of volunteers to a program we call Ready When the Time Comes and Reserve Corps. And so we've got a pretty large cadre of volunteers that have already been trained in classroom scenario and done this sort of the textbook training, but haven't been able to participate in a drill like this. So we brought a good number of them in to get their feet wet with an actual drill. Well, when we first scheduled to do this drill, which goes back several months now, we had no idea that there would be an actual shelter operation that was going on. And the purpose of this drill was to partly drill two shelters at once. So we have this one in Renton where we are and another one in Federal Way. And now as it turns out, and we thought that would be stressful enough, now as it turns out we got a real shelter going on in downtown Seattle. So, it wasn't part of the plan, but I would say it's actually a good thing. I think the big thing is just to be as flexible and as creative, as resilient as you can. And again, it's part of the nature of disasters. There's something that happens that you don't expect, and this is one of them. So it just adds a layer of reality to this drill operation. So I actually think it's a good thing.
Public Health Reserve Corps is to support the hospital system through the ACF, and this is another way during a large disaster we take the stress off of the hospitals and the ACF. Our medical people work at a much higher level than the Red Cross nurses do. Their protocols are higher. And so having higher protocols, they can help somebody stay in the shelter through more advanced care and not go to the ACF, which is busy offloading patients from the hospital. So this is the very first time that the Public Health Reserve Corps has worked with the Red Cross in a shelter situation. And so we don't really have any written protocols between the two units. So today we're really just trying to feel our way through it, see what works, take the Red Cross rules and the Public Health Reserve Corps rules, put them together, and figure out where we connect. We're really trying to build the Reserve Corps in King County. We don't have near enough people, medical or support-wise, for a major disaster. You can email phrc@kingcounty.gov, phrc@kingcounty.gov, and that comes right to us.